Hello. Jack says hello too. He wags his tail. That's him. Well, I didn't really do what I was supposed to this week, but I thought maybe I could talk about some movies that came out in the 90s. Some of my favorites, anyway. Um, Obviously, I like Wishmaster. I wouldn't have done a video on it and everything. Don't get me wrong, once I don't have any movies to talk about that I don't like, I will talk about movies I don't. But there's a lot I've seen. Um, my decades are the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And there's a few from the 2000s. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to do all the decades. And there's a few from the other decades behind that. But this is definitely one of my favorite decades. And I like a lot of the obscure movies, not the things that most people think about. And I don't see anyone around, so if you're watching on the replay crew, tell me some of your favorites. And I'll tell you mine now. There's obviously the obvious ones like Children of the Corn. If you know me, if you've been on my show, I know there's no videos on here. But my regulars that's been here for a while know I love Children of Corn and Stephen King. Um, and the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth movies are all set in the 90s. Um, Understand something. A lot of people don't like the movies. I mean, after seeing the second one, most people don't go past it. But let me tell you, there are some good ones. I like all of them. I do. But if anybody's ever seen Demonic Toys, the kid from that movie is in the third one. Anybody's ever seen Picket Fences? The um, what is the kid that plays the son to the sheriff is in that movie as one of the children. And there's a lot of other people. I can't remember who they are, but them are two good examples of a really great storyline. Oh, one of the lead characters is frequently in the fifth one is one of the Carradines. I think it was Bill. I cannot remember, but I'm pretty sure it's one of them. Give me a minute, and I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, David Carradine. It wasn't, but yeah, David Carradine, and the one that plays Ezekiel, which I was saying was on Picket Fence's name is Adam. well, and he was a kid then. And one of her first roles, Eva Mendes, is in this one too. Um, and another person that's in this movie is Alexei Arquette. Well, he changed his name, but he's in another Stephen King adaptation, a spinoff, and that was and this is from the 90s too. Um, sometimes they come back again. Another set of movies that I really like that are Stephen King stuff is It. Now this is made for television, but it is a 90s movie, and most people don't know that it is the younger generation. They just know it as a movie with Stephen King. And another one is no, that's The Dark Half's another one. One that everybody criticizes me for liking is The Shining. That's 1997 movie. Reason is because it's not got Jack Nicholson. But I didn't like it when the first time I seen it, except for Jack Nicholson's character and knowing what Kubrick did to Shelley Duvall made me like it even less. So maybe no one's here because I set it for a later time to be at 5:30. But yeah, I just need a few minutes to do my voting thing, and I did that. Now, everyone, I put up 1980s, and I feel weird talking to myself. He's driving me crazy crying, so I'm playing with him. He's upset with me for being on camera. see. Trying to think of some more. If people were around, I would remember. Oh, another one, The Rage Carry 2. Uh, I don't know if anyone considers this horror or not, but I do, having elements of it, so I'm going to talk about this too. Um, The Crow. It was a masterpiece, in my opinion. There's so many elements to that movie. Another one is The Ninth Gate. On the subject of the Ninth Gate, let's talk about In the Days. It's probably my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger film. And not very many people know this, but I'm a big fan of his. Matter of fact, so much so that Predator 1 is the only one I watched because he was in it. And he's the only reason I watched that movie. Um, but that's hello, Hobbs. Got any horror movies that are from the 90s that you enjoy? And now, not me. I only like the first one. Well, I've only seen the first one and Prey. And I didn't like that one. I might like Predator, but I'm not really an alien kind of girl. Alien and Aliens, Independence Day, Dune, and Star Trek are the only alien things I like. Oh, and what planet are you from? Um, oh, I forgot. There's a few others. But yeah, not much alien person. Oh, the thing. That's alien. I forgot about that. Now, I do own the thing, and I do like Scream. Um, Pretty much all of them except for 4 and 5. I can tolerate the second one. It's not really my favorite though. It's probably the lowest one that I actually watched. Um, but them are from the 90s, the first two. I also like another one that comes to mind is Jailbreaker. I don't hear anybody talk about that movie, but it is so clever and it is um I'm not sure. I suppose I'd have to say Aliens because I watched it more, but I'm not gonna say that. I've only watched it once, and it's been so long since I watched either one of them that it's kind of a little fuzzy. But I have a feeling I have a poll up for different for not this coming week but next week. Um, and one of the reviews I'm doing is for the either for the 60s, 80s, 2010, or 2020. I have a feeling that people are going to vote for the 80s, and if that is the case, I will review both of them, and I'll talk about that. And okay, for anyone that's here on the replay, this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to talk about both of these um, since I was asked. But yeah, hello, welcome. We're talking about horror movies from the 90s. Would you like to tell me some of your favorites, if y'all have them? Oh, and I have a poll up for which decade to review movies from. I want to go check that out after. Thanks. Do you plan on? Yeah, I plan on getting more. Yeah, for the 2000s and the 70s, for everyone that wants to know, I'm not gonna ask anybody to vote anymore. I'm going to do both, even if y'all do go and vote for what I do next week for. It will be for horror movies from the 70s and the 2000s. So, uh, I know which movies I'm going to cover anyway. So, I'm doing movies that I love, and another great one from the 90s is hey! Uh, I know a lot of people in our community that love horror movies. I've been watching horror movies since I was a kid. It's I seen your video was out today. I watched it, but I was watching it on my television, and that's why I didn't comment. I Hey! Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites from the 80s. Um, I'm doing okay. Well, when I was first horror movie I can remember seeing is a lot more gruesome than Sleepaway Camp, and that was Night of the Living Dead. Uh, so I definitely how are you doing? You are being weird. I was 5. Happy birthday. Have you done anything for your 21st birthday? Are you planning on doing anything later today? And I'm honored that you spending your birthday with me. You are silly. How are you doing? Let's see. What is another one? Yeah. He's being weird. He decides he wants to eat his the hair off his cat. I don't think people know this about me, but I love Anthony Hopkins, and probably my favorite character of his, besides Legends of the Fall, is Hannibal Lecter. Um, well, I had a drink for my birthday on my 21st, but it didn't go over so well. I threw up on my mother. Uh, Quit crying. Speaking of Jack and the 90s, this goes right into the only horror movie, which isn't really a horror movie in my opinion, there's horror elements to it, that he will watch is The Stand. But he is a cranky dog. uh, yeah, you probably shouldn't drink if you dread that. I don't like it either. I. But my mom said she'd do it, and I got nervous because we were at a bar, and this guy kept staring at me, and then I'm like, why does he have to stare? Mama was like, he is probably security here, and you don't look 21. Which I didn't. And I don't look my age now, even if I have gray hair. At least I'm told I don't. No, you be still. He has coal around his eye or something. And I was trying to, and he's shaking. Oh, I seen earlier that you like to read books. I have a massive library. And I do have to agree with Hobbes. Books take up a lot of space. If you get the kind I like. If you get the little hard, the softback books, they don't. I got a couple for Christmas from Judy. She got me four. But two of them were Stephen King. But I read any way I can. I have two subscriptions to two different. It looks like rain, but it's not right now. Um, it's cloudy. We don't get much snow. We get some, but uh, we're the South. Usually, when we get what's called snow, we get sleet. Big chunks of ice with snow in it, and um, some of the grapes I have, one I will never get. I do not want it. Everybody told me to read this book, and I'm like, why did y'all tell me to read this book? And someone told me, you like vampires. I tried reading Dracula. It didn't work very well. I cannot read Dracula. No, 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 no. It's way too hard for me to read. But I have Edgar Allan Poe. I actually have three of his books. They're compilations and they have everything in them. Somebody gave me one and two I bought because some didn't have certain things in. But I have Mary Shelley. Um, I have a book that is about Dracula by Bram Stoker's son. That was pretty good. I could read it better than I could keep up with Bram Stoker. I really couldn't read that. With, and I love Dracula. I've got about six different versions of Dracula in this room on either DVD or Blu-ray. Um, my favorite subgenre is vampire, so that's. I have every single Anne Rice book that's vampire related, except for I am Marius. Marius the vampire. Um, I don't have that one. I can't think of the name of it. Um, oh, speaking of Anne Rice, the first ever of her books that are was adapted was done in the 90s. Interview with a Vampire is 94. And my favorite Dracula movie is 91, Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's what I watch the most. It says my name for YouTube is called Witching. I might as well talk about a witch movie. One of my favorites is The Craft. I didn't know he made this, by the way. Sorry. Um, I have all three of Lord of the Rings books and The Hobbit. But that's the only ones I have. A token. Um, Calm down. Let's see. When was this made? Can't talk about that right now. Um, oh, maybe I can. Um, Most people don't like this movie. I do. And anyway, it was the last time you ever got to see Akasha. Um, um, I'm. Let's see. Give me a minute. I can't remember his name. American. Neil Gaiman. Yeah. I don't know where Interview with the Vampire is, but it's in here somewhere. Um, only. Yeah, you would be right about that. I love Stephen. Like I said, Edgar Allan Poe is a big one. That was one of the first books I ever read. When I was younger, when I was in school, I didn't read. There was only a few authors I liked. Boxcar Children's series, Edgar Allan Poe, and Mark Twain were the only ones I read in school that I liked. Um, and I still like them. I adore Mark Twain's writing. And I have Huckleberry Finn. And like you said, Stephen King, um, Charlene Harris, Laura K. Hamilton, Rachel Mead. I like some of his works. Definitely Anne Rice. I have a lot of her books. I've only got about six of his. Clive Barker is hard to find unless you want to pay a lot of money for, and I can't afford him. Anne Rice and Stephen King, on the other hand, they're not so hard to find. Charlene Harris is another one. Now, everybody knows it's probably just because of where I'm at, why it costs so much to find Clive Barker. I mean, I bet if I went somewhere else, I'll be able to find more. You see, all this here, all these books here, they're the background and at the top are movies and TV shows. These are all books that I own. All the movies and TV shows that I enjoy. For anyone that doesn't know, but yeah, of course, most of the books that are in here are either uh, witchcraft or that you can see, or they're mythologies or I own that movie. It's somewhere in here. This is what she's asking about. Don't say a word. I had to replace it, and it took me a long time to find that movie um, because I liked it so much. But I had it on VHS, and then my VCR broke. But yeah, yeah, that's a movie from the 90s. And I don't know if you considered thrillers horror, but I do. Um, Suspenseful movies are more frightening to me than actual horror movies that people. But yeah, great movie. I knew if people came, I would be able to remember some if they started talking about movies. Uh, Sometimes my mind goes blank and I forget movies that I like. But yeah, I started collecting movies when I was 12, and I've got over 3 decades of movie collections. And I like Brittany Murphy and I, some Michael Douglas movies too. Depends on what it is. Are you happy you shredded it? I didn't do much of that. Um, the music I like, no one would let me have. But movies, everybody always, my grandma would let me buy movies every month. Now, I probably only have about 40 CDs. All kinds. But let me put it this way, the only thing that I like that's from this generation is rock music. Everything is from the 90s back. I do not like the stuff that they pass for as music nowadays. I like country, but that's the 80s mostly. Let's see. Celine Dion before she had her kids, well, surgery. Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, What's his name? Little Richard, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Gaelic music, Corn, Nickelback, Aerosmith, Alice Cooper. May I help you, Stinky? Sorry. I ordered his rawhide treats. Well, I call them rawhide. They're not. I'm sure that's what he's hearing. He goes crazy when he hears big trucks, 18 wheelers, or vans. Um, I do have Spotify, but most of my stuff on there is podcast. I should probably put more music, but I usually have my music on Pandora. Oh, he's very silly. I ordered stuff from Temu and it came yesterday and he shredded it. And Charlotte, I'm sure you know Wes. I am the Ice Lord. He sent me a DVD in the mail and he shredded it. The I'm pretty sure this is my name, but I can't remember. I have more than one. Yeah, it should be under that. Uh, if not, I'll give you my two email addresses. But yeah, I uh okay, let me do something. Let me see if I can't find my upload. Oh, give me a minute. That should show up. Um, I had 0 followers. Yep, I was right. His treat came. But yeah, I went on my phone and looked it up. Um, it should. Um, let me see if. Okay. I don't know. I might not be able to get people because I only use the free version. Let's see. Okay, see if that worked. Okay, let me see. Okay, we'll. Okay, I should have a city at night. How do I follow people? I'm not sure how to follow you. No. Give me a minute. I'm gonna try something. Charlotte. Hello. Oh crap. Um, Casey. Sorry. So, do you have any horror movies from the 90s that you love? I like Scream. I don't like the other one. But that's what makes the world go round. We all have different takes. Oh, yeah, you said. I'm surprised you don't like Urban Legend. Oh, I adore the faculty. I forgot about that being being an alien movie that I like. But I think I've had this discussion before, and you were around about me not liking. I know what you did last summer. I will. I'll get on it later. Oh, if you want to talk to me on Facebook, you can either look up this. These are both of mine, but my name, I put it in there. It's part of it. He is barking out the window because his treats came, and he's trying to get me to come and get them so he can tear the box apart. I broke my window a few weeks ago, and I had these three of them on my window. And then yesterday, I got a package from Timu. No problem. Well, my fibromyalgia was acting up. It's been about a month ago. And I was standing up on top of the bed, and I tried to put my hand right here. And instead of doing that, I put my hand through the window, and I broke the damn thing. But yesterday, I had ordered from Timu some plastic, clear plastic, so I could make my window look like a real window. I actually did it. I did not hurt myself. See, no scarring or anything. But yeah, well, I have to go for a few minutes. Give me a minute and. I'll be right back. Sorry. Grandma wanted me to feed Jack some dinner. Uh, yeah, she was calling me. I should have put something on, but she kept calling me. But yeah, um, Jack always is happy to eat. Jack is a little piggy. No, I shouldn't say little. Jack is a big piggy. uh, very big piggy. Would you like to see some of the things I got from Timu? There's one thing I got I'm definitely not showing. I have to go all the way to the kitchen again to get it. It's a hand burn, but it's got a crystal on it. Oh, I found my book. One of them. Same. This. I have to have glasses to read, or I get really bad headaches. I've got a lot of my glasses are classy. Well, if you keep reading, you'll be wearing them too. But yeah, I bought a lot of these things this month. I bought one pack that had 10 in them on the first. Then I bought, that was from Temu. Then I bought a pack that had 46, and that was from Amazon. And then I bought this that had 34 from Temu. Um, okay. Well, uh, they told me that if I wanted to drive, I'd have to wear glasses, but I'll probably never drive a car. I can't afford to buy one, and they are not going to give me a car. The Well, maybe you will in the future, but I don't have anybody that I can co-sign with, and They probably won't give me one even if I could for some. You have to have so much money to be able to afford it, and I don't have that kind of money. There's Jack. He's at the door, wanting in. Oh, I want to say something. I have I know that a lot of people don't like Timu and everything, especially in the witchcraft community. If there's anyone out there that is upset with me, well, I can't afford to go to a shop and pay for it, and I don't have a way to go anywhere. Not to mention the fact that I get a disability check. Realistically, since I was on it for since I was 3 years old, I'll never be able to get the kind of money that would afford me to do stuff. So just putting that out there. I have to go to them places that people don't like going to that rip off other artists. There's a reason them things are out there, and I'm living, breathing proof of why. Oh, I found it. Yes. It's all right. I'm used to it. There's a reason I live with my grandma. Nobody talks me down, but it's just common in I keep seeing how people in the witchcraft community have all this money and everything, and they talk about all the things they get, and I feel kind of let out, and I know that there's other people out there probably feel the same way because first of all, can't afford the things that other people get. Second of all, I have physical limitations to keep me from doing some of the things that other witches can do. It's a struggle for me. And if I'm being honest about movies and everything, they cost so dang much most of the time. Even the ones that I used to find that were secondhand are costed too much. And most of the movies that I get now are from Judy. If it wasn't for Timu, I wouldn't be getting clothes, except from her. Because I can't afford the prices it costs to buy clothes for myself. $20 for a shirt, no, $10 for a top, and 30 for pants. The only reason I have all the books I do is my grandma died and she left me inheritance of $36,000. People, don't come after me. I don't have that money. I have a problem. It's called I see something, I buy it. I even put my grandma that I live with in the hall. But yeah, even if I had that money, everybody thinks I'm sweet. I'm a bitch. You come after me for money. Um, I'm not saying I'm greedy and I won't help people. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying you come to me saying, give me money, I'll block your ass. And I'll be cussing your ass out behind your back. Like she said, it's all right to be a bitch. And I am one. People wanting money from me. No. I'm not very nice to them before I block them, though. Sometimes I am. I don't want to deal with their asses. But the last time I had someone trying to get money from me, I'm like, go fuck yourself. I I keep thinking about instead of doing a bio on my Instagram because that's where I stay most of the time. I put in my bio, if you ask me for money, you gotta get blocked. Probably cuss the fuck out too. See you later. But yeah, I do not like it. Let me explain it another way. I'm not talking about like I have friends that have needs and they try to get up money for like a fundraiser. That doesn't bother me. I've known these people. I'm talking about you come to me and you're talking for a few minutes and then you say, "Give me your money." Everybody keeps talking about people trying to scam me out of money, and I'm like, why? Why are people not like me? Why do people not get mad and go tell people to go fuck yourself when people come to your DMs and say, I see you have big problems and you've had them since childhood. I need your money. Yeah, I have problems. Who the hell in this world don't? I mean, there's no such. I got news for people. If you think that a magic cure's out there to get rid of all your damn problems, you're crazy as hell, and you deserve to get scammed if you let somebody tell you that they can solve all your damn problems. Beep, bap, boop. We live in the real world. We're gonna have things happen to us. No matter how protected you are, no matter what you do in life, you're gonna have struggles. what life's all about. Great. Especially talking about horror movies from the 90s, and I'm going on a tangent. I'm sorry, but if you're someone that's been on my channel, you're fully aware of me going on tangents. If not, hello, my name is Nanette, and I have ADHD, I have dyslexia, and I'm autistic. This is part of who I am. Jumping from one thing to another. Let's see. Are you from the 90s? No. Let's see the first one was. Another one. This reminds me of it. It's not the right one. The X Files, the original movie. It was from 1990. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna go. Have a good night. I should probably go eat something now anyway. It's 6:30. Well, thanks, Hobbs. Thanks. Oh, Tressa. Thanks, Charlotte. Thanks, Casey, for all coming in. And whoever's watching, eyeballs, thank you for being here. Uh, Remember, be the person you're meant to be, not the person that everybody expects you to be. Night.